Okay, y'all, I've never done this before, so I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I want to see if this is even like working. I don't know. Okay, y'all. So today's situation is about the 3 reasons why men. So y'all, okay, so first of all, before I get into it, I want to try something new, y'all. I want to try to do this whole, on they say to do this, right? To try to do this on our what's it called? On our platform to start doing different things. So I want to go say hi to everybody. What's up, everyone? What's up, everybody? So yes, you see the nails. What's up, everybody? I'm going live right now because let me make sure I look okay. I'm going live now because I did last week's video I couldn't do. And so I said, okay, well, let me go ahead and do a live video. They want us to start doing content like this. So I was like, okay, cool. Well, here I am. So I'm here. What's up, everybody? What's going on? I am live. Yes, I am live. This is my first time going live from my phone on YouTube. I look fabulous? Really? I didn't think I did. You can ask Pam Pam. But I'm looking to do new things with my channel. So this is me going live on the U of Tube on, my phone. Something new. But anyway, guys, welcome to the channel. So today's live, because this is completely different than what I've ever done. Today's live is about the 3 reasons why breakups are harder for men. Okay, 3 reasons. That was initially what it was titled. Unfortunately, because my Wi-Fi, y'all know my internet issues, the video didn't actually come to fruition like it needed to. And so I am going to do the 3 reasons, but I'm gonna talk about different things. Like we don't have to necessarily stay there. We can talk about a lot of different other things as well. Okay, so some of the reasons why I feel like breakups are harder for men is number 1 is a delayed grieving process. A lot of men don't heal. In fact, I just had a conversation with people about how men treat breakups than females do, right? And how we approach the first relationship after a breakup. And so men tend to distract. Men tend to get into productivity. Men tend to get into work. Men tend to get into other relationships. Y'all, it is what it is. And so I think a lot of men, because they don't take the time to focus on those emotions, delay the process. They think, oh, if I find another woman, it's going to help me get over my last woman. That's not true. If I throw myself into work and get productive, that's going to help me get over it. I'm not going to be thinking about it. That doesn't help. It just delays it. Because at the end of the day, you're not really dealing with it. The only way that you get over anything is to go through it. And so if you guys are just tuning into this live, I am doing a live tonight because I did not have the last week, my video that I was trying to record. Y'all say hi to Sparkle, being a little terror. Let me get her bone. My video did not go through. Okay, so I'm on here and I'm gonna do the video outside of this. Okay, so shout out to those who are on the live. Go ahead, if you have not hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Your girl gonna be on here till 8:30. We gonna talk about this thing. But yes, hit the like button, hit the like button. You guys, I had a little issue before I came on, so thank you. I see Sebastian already hit the Cash App. Thank you so much. Yeah, y'all see my puppy, right? My puppy right here. There she is. She's spoiled now, y'all. Y'all like this? Y'all like this? Do you like me doing it like this? Yeah? Let me do do a little shimmy. I guess Pam's on here. Let's get it. But anyway, y'all, I look. It seems like the regulars, but they said to do this. They said to do this, so it's actually kind of fun. I kind of like it. Pam, how do I look? Y'all, I trust Pam. Pam gonna tell me true. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. We got 68 people on the live. I need all them likes. I need all them likes. Do I look distorted? I was worried, y'all, because you know my camera on my computer is made for this, right? But like my phone is not made for this. You know, my phone is not made for that. So I was telling Pam I didn't want to do it because you know. Anyway, hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. So back to what I was saying. So we have distorted. Yes, distorted, y'all. Where your face looks weird. Okay? Because I was looking at it, I'm like, I feel like I look weird. Like, Pam, I'm not gonna do this through my phone. Like people say to do it through your phone. But like YouTube don't have filters, y'all. YouTube don't have no daggone filters. So you that's why, let me tell y'all, tell YouTube. Let me just start with that. YouTube, if you want more people to go live, you have to provide women will go live if there's filters. That's where y'all gotta work, do your work. More women will go live if they have filters. So if you do like the other platforms that have filters, that is going to get the women on here. Okay? I'm just saying. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So 3 reasons why breakups are harder for men. Now, the first thing that I said was delayed grieving process. And I'm seeing y'all, hold on, there's Bullet Scotty show. I'm seeing some things in the chat. I'm seeing Moving Through Life with Dustin Bennett. Thank you so much. I don't know if I can like highlight you, but thank you. I'm also seeing the Bullet Scotty show. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you so much. Okay. Well, it's like y'all are on like FaceTime with me. Like, you know, y'all are on FaceTime. Just think of it like that. Y'all are on FaceTime with me. I don't know what you do with your phone. See, this is what I be saying with you, girl. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So the number one reason why I said was delayed grieving process. And that's because guys tend to distract. They don't tend to focus on the pain. They try to find things to not focus on the pain. That's the problem. So because guys don't tend to focus on the pain, what do? They end up getting into relationships when they're not supposed to. I just told somebody today, do not date somebody. Don't be the first real relationship with any person, whether female or male, after a divorce or a long-term relationship ending. Do not be that first person. Okay? Because that relationship, for women, they're just trying to prove to themselves that they can keep a relationship. And for men, it's almost like, I hate to say it like this, but it's almost like a job. All right? They are working at what they need to work out to get the bills paid, but they are not trying to stay at that job forever. They already know that this is just a low-level situation that's going to pay the bills, but this is not where they want to be for the rest of their life. I'm telling y'all, come on, men, tell the ladies. Because women, y'all think that because when men get out of a serious relationship, they're not looking for that to exert that level of energy into a woman until they're ready. So what do they have? They have an in-between girl. All right? An in-between girl. That in-between girl is not who they ideally want to be, but she does enough to pay the bills. And I'm not saying pay the bills for real. I'm saying she gets the job done. She's a woman that you might have to give 25% energy versus the maybe 120% that was exerted in the relationship prior to. Men are clear on this. They're logical. They understand that. They already know. I know. This is the difference between men and women. Women go into the relationship thinking that it can actually work after the marriage, right? After the marriage, after a long-term relationship, they go out of the breakup and they're thinking that they can actually make the next thing work, right? And they're going to do things, compromise on things to make that relationship work. Not right, but it's true. The man goes into it like, I know this ain't going to work. I know this thing ain't going to last forever. That's how men go into it. Men go into it really understanding that This, I know what this is. This is not my forever. This is just my right now until I feel better about myself and feel better about my situation. And then I move on to the next thing. Okay, so again, that's one thing that I will say. I think because men tend to distract, men don't sit with their emotions. Men are like, okay, let's go be productive. Let me go figure out something else to do. Let me. They don't sit with the emotions. But you have to understand, everybody has to sit with the pain of loss. I don't care who you are and what you do. You have to sit with the pain of loss. You have to grieve the loss of something. You have to grieve it. Somebody on here saying, hey, what are you saying? We already know this? No, Tyrone, not everybody knows this. Not everybody knows this. Not everybody knows this. You'd be surprised how many questions I get asked about how to get over somebody from men. Okay, so let's not, just because you might know it. And here's the thing, I'm not even sure you really do know it. You just saying you know it. I don't know that you know it. So we're going to have this conversation regardless. And by the way, guys, I'm still going to go live on Wednesday night. Tonight was just because the video was not good quality. And so I'm going live like this just because the video was not good quality. And I don't want to put out bad quality, so I said I would just go live. Yes, I have a pet. Her name is Sparkle. I am Sparkle. Sparkle, Wacko, Wacko. I am Sparkle. But do I say? Sorry, y'all. So I will be going live again on Wednesday night, just to let you guys know. The show on Wednesday night is going to be about 10, I think it's 8 secrets women don't tell men. Yeah, 8 secrets women would never admit. 8 secrets women would never admit. That's the title for Wednesday night's live. I won't be doing it this way. I'll be doing it regularly through my StreamYard. I won't be doing it through my phone, but that's it. Back to the content. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button, please. Hit that like button. It's free for the free 99, and y'all, we trying to grow. That's why Sam is doing a live on her phone. I've never done this before. It's actually not that bad. It's almost like FaceTime. Like, you know, it's kind of like, okay, cute. What's up? Hey, everybody. Sam, live and live in color. Not a professional. This is like FaceTime because it's on my phone. Anyway. So, yes, like I said, it looks good. Does it look good, Pam? Okay, good. Y'all know I trust Pam. Pam, thank you, ma'am. So, again, that's number 1. Number 2, goodness. Number 2 was the lack of emotional supports. So, I don't think that there's a lack of emotional supports. I don't think that men are socialized to have emotional supports. Let's start there. I think that because they don't have those outlets or they don't utilize those outlets, men are like, oh, well, I'm going to deal with the emotions myself and I'm not going to like go to therapy. I'm not going to process with anybody. I'm just going to like handle my emotions for myself. I think a lot of men struggle there because how do you naturally know how to get over a relationship? When you watch this back, you'll see what I mean. Oh, I'm like, Trevor, what are you saying? Okay. But anyway, so men, because they lack emotional support, I've actually talked to men that they're not over their last relationship. I've communicated with men and they're not over their last relationship. I could tell by how they talk about it. Men will tell me, oh, they haven't forgiven themselves for what happened in their last relationship. Their last relationship. There are men that will tell me that, you know, talk a lot about their ex, negative or positive. You're not over your ex, I could tell. But because they don't have the tools to process through what they're actually dealing with, they deal with it longer. The reality, and I've told you guys a lot of times on all of my lives, you do not heal what you do not reveal. If you don't reveal it, if you don't sit with it, if you don't like, you know, I have brothers and I've been on the phone with them while they're crying, you know, while they're emotionally processing through a breakup. That helps them tremendously. Like they get over it faster than women because they have somebody that they can just trust to air and just say and cry. I've held both of my brothers while they're emotional. They've cried on my shoulder. They've been able to vent and completely get it out. Maybe because I'm a therapist by trade, that's just something that I do, but that helps them move forward because they're able to fully express themselves and they don't have the fear of that, I'm going to expose them or I'm going to say something, like I'm going to say anything about their business or anything like that. They know that I'm a safe space. And so I'm able to be that for them and they're able to process through and get over their breakups. It's just real. So I think that men, because they don't have those types of emotional supports in their life, it's harder for them to really get over the relationship. And I think, again, you have to be 100% transparent about how you feel, right? You have to be transparent about how you feel. And because a lot of people are not transparent about how they feel, they stick with it. Like there's men that will tell me, "Oh, I'm over my ex. I'm over my ex." You're not. You're actually not. You might be in a new relationship, but you're not over your ex. You might be talking to another woman, but you're not over your ex. You're not over her. I can tell. I can tell because you're always talking about her. And she always comes up. "Oh, my ex and I used to do this. Oh, my ex and I used to do that." It's like, okay, the fact that your ex keep bringing up your ex, that shows me you're not over her. You're not over her. And you're in denial. You want to be over her, or maybe you don't really want to be over her, but you want to tell people and present, "Oh, machismo, I'm so strong, I'm over it." You're not. And the quicker that you admit it, the faster you get over it. That's just the reality. But a lot of guys don't want to admit it. They want to be like, "Oh, I'm over it. I don't care about her. I'm better off. I'm good. I'm good. I don't care." It's like, no, the quicker you say you're not good, the quicker you say or admit that you are not in that place, that's when you start to heal. Right then and there is when you heal. I'm not over her. I kind of want her back. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever the truth is, say it. Reveal it. Say it to somebody you can trust. Say it to a safe space. That's how you get over it. But because guys feel the need to be strong because of our society, men end up boiling over on social media. They end up, hurting a bunch of people along the way. They end up bleeding on people that didn't cut them. Why? Because it's not even that men don't have emotional places where they could be emotional. I think it's just that they don't trust. And I'm not mad at men not being able to trust, because what safety have we created? What safety have we created for men in society today? We haven't, right? We haven't created safety for them to feel the ability to share. You've got people that are exposing each other, doing this, that, and the third. There's no safety. There's no safety. And because of that, men are not sharing. "Oh, you soft, you this, you that, you sassy, blah, blah." We doing all this stuff to emasculate men. We're not creating safety for the men that are in our lives to be able to feel the space to be open and share how they really feel. And also that internal pressure that I think a lot of men feel is to be strong. Like, I gotta be strong. I gotta be strong. I gotta keep it together. I can't, I gotta figure this out on my own. And I want to encourage any man that's watching me, like, how do you naturally know how to go through trauma? You don't naturally know how to process trauma. You just don't. You have to, that's why there's therapists that exist, because our brain doesn't know how to compartmentalize trauma. It's true. That's why there's trauma specialists, because otherwise than that, it's almost like cleaning up a room and throwing everything in the closet with no organization. No organization. You just throw everything in the closet just to get it out of sight. But you can't, when you go in to get that t-shirt or when you go in to get that pair of pants, you don't know where it is because it's all thrown in the closet. That's what your brain does with trauma. It just throws it in a closet. It cleans it up enough so that you can function, but you're not functioning optimally, right? Until we go into that closet and we organize it. How do you organize it? By certain things that we say, by questions that we ask. It helps you to process it and compartmentalize it and organize it in your brain so that you are able to function at your highest capacity with trauma. You'll notice a lot of people will come out later on in life and they'll say, I was abused when I was 6. It just came up one day. Somebody said something and it flashed back to a memory. Our brain does not naturally know how to compartmentalize trauma. And any type of loss is trauma. So until you get in front of somebody and apply what you have been told and really take the time to process, it's going to be thrown into a closet. And it'll affect other areas of your life. You might not be able to focus. You might not be able to sleep at night. You might be always on edge. You might need to take anxiety medication way more than you should. You might be feeling symptoms of depression. There's so many different ways that trauma ends up coming back up. And breakup, especially of a long relationship or a marriage, it takes time. And I think because men don't, they don't feel the need, or not that they don't feel the need, but they don't share those things. They're not sharing that. Okay? So we talked about emotional supports. We talked about the fact that there's a delayed grieving process because men tend to go straight to distracting. Now, there's a third one. Hold on for a second. Hopefully this goes the way I need it to go. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. I had taken notes. The third thing was a loss of identity. Some men found their identity in being in a marriage, being the husband and the father. And now, on the other side of being married, they are at a loss. They don't know who they are anymore. It's like a loss of purpose, a loss of sense of self. There's a sense of loneliness. There's a sense of like, okay, what do I do now? I was a husband. I was a father. Now what? Or you're still a father, but now the kids are not in the home with you. It becomes like a midlife crisis, for sure. Somebody said midlife crisis. It's a crisis. It is identity crisis. That's exactly what it is. Right? And now you're trying to figure out on the fly, who am I now? Who do I become? Do I want to be married again? Do I want to be in a relationship again? What do I want? Who do I become now? That is what happens in relationships, right? When men, especially when they leave relationships significant relationships they've been in their whole life, or most of their life, or for 5 years or 10 years or whatever that may be, it's like, okay, who am I now outside of this relationship? Who am I now that I'm not with X, Y, or like whoever that person is? And that's tough. And that takes time. And that's why I don't think men should be doing that on their own. I think that men should absolutely have supports in place to help them process through breakups. Because unfortunately, what happens is if you've been in the dating pool, a lot of men haven't processed their last relationship. A lot of men have not processed through their last relationship. And so therefore, they're still on the fly, bringing up things from their past and triggered by things. And you might always be triggered, but you might not be able to handle it well because you don't have the tools. We all want connection. We're all designed for connection. I say this to a lot of people. Like, I've been hurt in relationships. I've been betrayed on the highest level. But that's not going to stop me from the desire of being connected to somebody. I still desire that. And I'm going to have that one day. But I'm also going to learn the lessons that I need to learn, take accountability for what is mine, and move forward in the best way I know how. Because I know that, Sam, I don't want to be with no man. I like testosterone. I like testosterone. So I don't necessarily want to be in a situation. And here's the thing. The people that have hurt me in the past were hurt in the past, right? People that have hurt me were hurt. And they bled on me, but I didn't cut them. That's the truth. That's real. You know, I've been in situations with people where their past, their traumas from childhood, from past relationships, I had to deal with the brunt of that. And so therefore, you sabotage the next relationship because you didn't heal from the past ones. And now you're sad about this relationship when, you know, the last relationships were the reason for this relationship ending. You ended up sabotaging the future because you didn't heal from your past. I'm going to say that again. You sabotage your future because you did not heal from the past. You have to heal. Otherwise, you're going to keep sabotaging relationships because you did not learn the lessons you needed to learn and really heal the way you needed to heal to become the better version of yourself. We all desire connection. All of us do. We were created to be connected. I heard a story, y'all, and I'll end, kind of close here, and I'll take questions if you have any. I heard a story about how, well, not a story, a perspective, where someone was talking about Adam and Eve, right? Adam and Eve. And what happened with Adam and Eve was God looked at Adam and said, it is not good for a man to be alone. And he created Eve. He created Eve to be a support. He created Eve for a companionship. He created Eve to be a helpmate. That's biblical. And so I think a lot of us are running away from what we were created to be. Oh, you want to be the dominant person. You want to be this, you want to be that. We were created to be the helpmate. We were created to be the support. We were created to be the companion. And because things are so out of order, we're now like rebelling against our calling. We're rebelling against the purpose to why we were created. There's a person that's out here that I'm supposed to support. There's a person that's out here that is waiting for Sam. And there's a person that's out here that's waiting for you. They're your perfect helpmate. And I think about this all the time. Just because, you know, we go through these things, we think that, oh, this person's not it, this person's not it, this person's not it. We're like, this person's not out here because we haven't met them. God didn't create multiple Eves. He created one. So the person that you're looking for, there's only one or a few of them, right? Like, so you have to know there's going to be more no's than yeses. There's going to be more, that's not it, that's not it, that's not it. Like, I've had to come to terms with that, y'all. Like, there's not going to be a million people that meet the criteria to be in my life and to be the man in my life. It's going to be a few, a couple, one, right? And so I have to be mindful of that as you go on. You might feel, somebody on here might be feeling discouraged. Like, I haven't met her. I don't know where she's at. And it's like, the reality is there is a person that is a companion for you that God has created. Might not be wrapped in the right box, but there's a person that is created for you, a helpmate, a companion, somebody that's going to love you, be loyal to you, be your lover, be your best friend, somebody that's going to be nurturing, compassionate, and caring towards you. There's going to be somebody that's going to help you, push you towards purpose, that's going to support you, that's going to honor you, that's going to respect you, that's going to give you the attention and the affection that you desire. There is somebody out here that's just for you. But the reality is, a lot of us, because we haven't found that person yet, we get discouraged. We get discouraged. If you have a desire for it, I feel like I believe I serve a God that if you have a desire for something, he created you with that desire. I look back over the Bible with Samson. Samson was created with a desire for Philistine women. Why? Because he was created to be a thorn in the side of the Philistines. His desire for Philistine women was divine. That tells me that God gives us desires. And if he gave us those desires, he's going to fulfill it because he's a good God. That's how I look at it. That's my faith in my creator. And so anyway, but again, it's not always going to be wrapped in the box you thought it was going to be in. And it might not be in the place that you thought it would be. You know, it might be in a completely different state. It might be in a, nowadays with social media, y'all, you can find a woman anywhere. Let's be real. Right? The people that y'all, some of y'all asking me where I'm in Georgia. Y'all done met a woman from Atlanta, Georgia. Right? So again, we are so connected in ways that we never imagined could happen in the past. I come from a generation that we were on AOL. Okay, we were on dial-up internet. Now I'm streaming live from my phone. Isn't that crazy? We in a different world today. So I wanted to do this video because I wanted to encourage men, or just basically advocate. It's harder for men to break up. It's harder. It is harder because they don't have the emotional supports. And even if they did have the emotional supports, it's hard to exercise them. It's hard to be vulnerable. In today's society, it's hard to be vulnerable. It's not safe to be vulnerable. And so therefore, like, we kind of wait until it bubbles up at the surface where we can't hide it. It's all over social media. That's not, guys, if you hear anything, social media is not your therapist. Social media ain't your friend. That is not where you share your innermost feelings and deepest, darkest secrets. That is not where you go. Your entertainment. Okay? But, again, somebody wrote here, we love for real. We love for real. And I would say this. I think men's bodies can go a lot of different places. Their bodies can be in a lot of different places. But a man's heart can only be in one. That's what I believe, y'all. I believe that a man's body can be in a lot of different places and spaces. But I do believe that his heart is only in one. One or two. Let's do one or two. That's what I believe. And guys, correct me if I'm wrong here. I could be wrong. And for women, women are a little bit more complex. But I don't believe women can be in love with two men. I don't believe that either. I think they in love with one. They might love another, but they in love with one. I don't think women can be. I haven't met a woman who has successfully been in love with two people. I just haven't seen that. So I think it's the same with women. I think men, Somebody said love and lust are two different things. I agree. Let me see some of the comments. I'll answer a question if you guys have it, and then I'll let you guys go. And Sam might be on to something. Y'all know I'm on to something. Let me cook. Y'all know I'll be on to something. I love y'all too, Abby Wood Frias. Thank you. Gotta love and respect yourself before you can love and respect a mate. I believe that, mystery school of y'all. I believe that. I believe when the Bible says, I love because he first loved me. Or no, love your neighbor as yourself. Excuse me. Love your neighbor as yourself. You can't love nobody well if you don't love you well. Ouchie. Ouchie, puppy. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. There you go. Sam, would you be a matchmaker? No. I don't think I'm a good matchmaker. I don't think I am. Would you date a man that's not in the public eye? Yeah. If he can handle my life, what I do, and yeah, of course. Why not? Never yell at your husband. I mean, people have different ways to communicate. You'd be married to somebody if somebody's married for like 50 years to somebody, they probably gonna yell at them at some point or another. Like that's just unrealistic. You married for a long time to somebody, that's just what it is. Okay. Unless you marry somebody that just doesn't yell. I It's hard to find the one. Any tips to sort them out for a husband? For a husband, or for, okay? Is this a woman asking about husbands, or is this a man asking about wives? Because if it's a man asking about women, I have a book. I have an ebook that will be pinned in the comments. It's called "Finding Your Perfect Match: Avoiding the Wrong Women." I tell you what to look for and what to look out for. I have spelled it out. So and I'm also doing a series on YouTube. It will come out next week on Monday night. Is she interested? Okay. And there was some scenarios that were posed, and I decode women. That's one thing I know how to do, is decode women. I do. You met a couple that said they never argue with each other. Well, I mean, hey, people, I know that I have a strong personality, and I know I'll probably be with somebody with a stronger personality. And so there's going to probably be conflict. And so, I mean, I would hope that we don't get to the point that we're hollering and screaming at each other. I don't want that type of relationship. But, I can't promise that they would never yell, or I would never yell. Like, I can't promise that. I don't know. Unless the man just, that's just not his thing. A Proverbs 31 woman in dating. If you think about the Proverbs 31 woman, it was traits that she had. She was hardworking. She was peaceful. She put her family first. They say she was industrial. She's entrepreneurial. She was beautiful. She made her family's clothes. She was cooking. It seemed like she barely, she was very family first oriented woman, and honored God with her existence. Was, I don't want to give her traits that she wasn't, but she followed the tenets of the Bible. And I feel like there's a lot of women that I think Proverbs 31 is a great goal. I'm not going to say that I don't know if I can think. I think of one woman, in my life that I feel like is like, she's at it. She made it. Like, she's Proverbs 31 for sure. But I think it's a good goal. I think women that are striving to be that, or are close to it, that's the goal. But if a woman's like, I don't even care about being a Proverbs 31 woman, well, that's different, I ain't gonna say who my celebrity crush is. I ain't gonna do that. This is a live about why breakups for men. I'm not gonna break up. But I appreciate you asking me. Y'all gonna get me in trouble on here. I ain't finna do all that. I work for a nonprofit. I serve youth. I'm a lead case manager, or a case manager supervisor for a nonprofit full time. Everything I do on here, social media wise, is part time. Prayerfully, one day I could do this full time. Prayerfully. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I am gonna go off. I think that this was a really good okay, let me see something. I got an issue with my lady. We've been together for a year, and dudes be trying to hug on her. Am I being insecure, or is it healthy boundaries? What guys? Is it random men? Like, who's trying to hug on your person? Like, that's my question. Like, I need more context. Like, is it a random man? Is it a bunch of men? Like, what are these men you speak of? Or is it like men in the mall? Y'all don't even know each other, and they're trying to hug on her? Like, what does that look like? I know I had a conversation with a guy when I was leaving a conference, and he was communicating with me, and he just was unnerved because people were recognizing me in that environment, and the way he responded, it kind of made me feel some type of way, because he wasn't like it. The attention and the way that people were trying to get my attention was bothersome to him. And I was like, okay, you can't be like, sometimes, some people are just beyond your capacity, right? You just gotta be real with yourself. Is this person beyond my capacity? If this person is being recognized, can I handle them being recognized? And does it make me feel some type of way? You know, I understand that. So you guys have to really, you have to make that determination of whether or not it's something that you can deal with. Is she just getting hollered at? Is it dudes at her job? Like, I need more. I need more context as to what dudes are, yeah. What conferences do you go to? Now, I was a speaker at a conference. That's why I was there. Anybody that watches my social media, I'm going to post a picture to promote the live on Wednesday. I was a speaker at a conference. I'm speaking conferences 2025. I'm speaking it, okay? We gonna be at some conferences. Yeah, I had the red on, y'all. I had that red on. Come to Cleveland, Ohio? I don't know. If somebody get me out there, I would do it. Now, I would do it, whether I was talking to women or men. We gonna have, listen, Travel said the dress took him out. It's not it was a jumpsuit, y'all. It was a jumpsuit. It was a red jumpsuit. Red is my favorite color. But you know what, y'all? Just a quick thing. Did you know that red is like a color for men? Like, men will stare at red longer than any other color. Like, if you have red lipstick on, men are going to stare at your lips longer. Like, I'm going to put out a video of the 8 things that men look at, like, initially, immediate things that they look at attractive-wise, or immediately are attracted to, or what they look at. It's very interesting. But red, the color red was one of them. The color red. And I didn't even know because, I mean, I wore red and red is my favorite color. So I just was like, I'm going to be a firestorm in this red, okay? I'm going to set some things on fire. All right, y'all. Well, I think we've covered the bases for tonight. I think, and I want to go ahead and say thank you to everybody that joined the live. I want to thank you for everybody that hit the super chat. Before I go, let's hit the like button, please, y'all, for the free 99. It helps us get up into the algorithm. We are trying to grow, family. We are trying to extend our prowess in this YouTube street. So please help us. Okay, we've been stagnant for a while, and I've been questioning my whole YouTube journey. So please, y'all, hit that like button for the free 99. It is very helpful to us to get up into this algorithm. I want to thank everybody that hit the super chat tonight. 31.98. Thank you so much. And for who hit the Cash App as well, it was Love Samantha Lee. I think the Cash App is for me. I didn't put it up here tonight, so for those who hit the Cash App, then y'all didn't even have to. I didn't even put it up here. I was experimenting with this live thing that they want us creators to do. No, I said it's hitting the like buttons for the free 99, meaning it's free. Yeah. So, anyway, y'all, I appreciate you guys. Let me get my hair out. I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys for tuning in tonight. This was completely impromptu, so I appreciate y'all. I was only going to be on here for 30 minutes, but I was on for 44, 45. So thank you guys again, and thank you for whoever hit the super chats. Appreciate that as well. So I will see you guys again Wednesday night. I'm going live 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to be talking about, what is it? The 8 secrets women will never admit. I saw a video about this. There were some things I agree with. There's some things I would add to it. There's some things I would disagree with. So we're going to talk about 8 things women will never admit. We'll be doing that live. I don't know if I'm going to do it like this or I'm going to do it like I do the other, through StreamYard. But you'll find out then. All right? And let me know, y'all, if I should do Monday nights like this. If you guys like it this way, like this is something you would tune into on Wednesday nights, let me know. We might switch it up a little bit. Do a little YouTube live action on my phone. Like FaceTime. Y'all are like on FaceTime with me. How do you feel? How do you feel? You're on FaceTime with Sam. You know? So comment below. Let me know your thoughts on that. All right. Shout out to Cynthia. Cynthia, shout out to you, sis. Trey Sean, shout out to you as well. All right, y'all. So I'm out. I love y'all. And I will see you guys Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. I'm sorry, Trey Sean. On this capacity, I don't think I can see the past. I can't see the past super chats. Did you do a super chat? I don't even know. Anyway. I love y'all. And I will see you guys soon. Okay? Bye, family.